So now, we spent almost 1.5 hours so far. Prabhuji sang, some kirtans, and then we sang Chorashtakam. We discussed Damodara Lila story, little bit about Damodarastakam. Now, all these katha, when we hear, what happens? What is your experience? What happens in the heart?
We feel love for Krishna.
Okay.
Feel very good.
You feel very good. Okay, that's good. Feeling good is good.
I mean, see, we heard this story exactly even last year and all. Every time we hear, we don't get bored or like It's,
Yeah, yeah.
Our faith gets reinforced.
Yes. Yeah. So we feel very happy hearing this katha, right? No matter how many number of times you hear 100 times, 1,000 times, every time you hear, it feels very fresh. As if Krishna did this like yesterday, it was there in the news channels and we are all discussing now. It is like that. It feels like that. And that is the technique to think about Krishna all the time. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishvasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto. Manmana means always think of me, 24/7 and 365. Always think of me. Now, how is that possible? How can we think of Krishna all the time, 24/7, 365 days? How is it possible? By listening to nice katha like this. The different leelas performed by Krishna, when we hear those, we can meditate on that. We can think about this katha all the time. Now, even after we leave this house, we'll be thinking about this throughout the day. And for the next few days, we'll be thinking about this. And then when you realize that you're getting bored of this katha, then you hear another katha. Okay? So like that, it continues. So there's an acharya, Sri Ramanujacharya from Sri Sampradaya. There are 4 sampradayas, right? Sri Sampradaya, Madhva Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya. There are 4 sampradayas. We belong to Madhva, Brahma Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. So the prominent, and each of these sampradayas have prominent acharyas, the preceptors. So Sri Ramanujacharya is a preceptor in Sri Sampradaya. So Ramanujacharya gave a nice commentary on this shloka, Manmana bhava madbhakto. Every shloka in Bhagavatam is commented by different acharyas. Okay? So Ramanujacharya comments on this shloka, Manmana madbhakto, the principle of remembering Krishna, saying that the process of remembering Krishna all the time, 24/7, is possible by bathing in 7 oceans. By bathing in 7 oceans. So what are those 7 oceans? The 7 oceans are Saundarya. The name of the first ocean is Saundarya. Saushilya. Next one is Saushalya. Next Madhurya. Audarya. Saundarya, Saushilya, Madhurya, Audarya, Karunya, and then Gambhirya, and then Vatsalya. Okay? 7. Let's repeat. The first 2 are S and S. Saundarya, Saushilya. Next, Madhurya, Audarya, Karunya, Gambhirya, Vatsalya. Okay? These are the 7 oceans representing, yes. Yeah.
Explain the meaning of the second ocean and third ocean.
Yes, I'll explain the meaning of all the 7 oceans.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your name?
Niharika. She's our neighbor.
Niharika.
Yeah.
Okay. Neighbor?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now what is the meaning of these 7 oceans? Saundarya means beauty. This ocean of Saundarya talks about or represents Krishna's beauty. Now we all know how beautiful Krishna is. There are many shlokas glorifying Krishna's beauty. That is Saundarya. Next, Saushilya. Saushilya means character. There are many leelas, many stories, many shlokas describing the character of Krishna. Saushilya, especially Rama, right? Now, when you talk about character of Krishna, people might be discouraged without understanding the depth of those characters. People might misinterpret them. So that is Saushilya, character. Next one is Madhurya. Krishna performed so many nice leelas or pastimes with gopis and Radharani, especially Rasa Leela. That is Madhurya ocean. Next, Audarya. Audarya means merciful. Audarya means merciful. Mercy, the quality of mercy. Krishna is merciful not only on devotees but also on non-devotees, even on demons. That's why Krishna gives the benediction to demons to go to spiritual world when they are killed in front of Krishna. Even though they are demons and even though they are, for example, Kauravas, they are fighting for adharma. Duryodhana and all the Kaurava Sena, they were fighting for adharma. They are non-devotees, demons. But still, because of Krishna's audarya, Krishna's mercy, they attained the spiritual world. When they were killed in front of Krishna, they attained spiritual world. That is audarya. Next, karunya. Karunya is compassion. Krishna is very compassionate. He is very compassionate. We discussed, right? Compassionate we did not discuss. We discussed Vatsalya Tattva. Compassionate. What can be an example? Huh?
When he fixed the Kubri thing.
Kubja. Okay.
Putana one is a compassion one.
Demon. Yeah, but then
But he gave her the status of mother in his.
Yeah.
I think Kuche or his friend even Sudama.
Yeah, Sudama.
Even
Yeah, that can be an example for compassion. Yeah. Okay. And then Gambhirya. When Krishna is in Dwaraka, he's a king. So as a king, when he has to set things straight, he has to show some kind of Gambhirya. To get things done, he has to discipline people and he has to show some Gambhirya. Okay. That's why they say, right, between mother and father, when it comes to parenting, that the father has to be a little strict, Gambhirya. Mother, can be very lenient, very, compassionate, karunya, but father has to be Gambhirya. Okay.
Nowadays it's totally opposite.
It is opposite, huh?
Kids are Gambhirya and parents.
Kids are Gambhirya. No, there is another word for that, not Gambhirya. What is that word? Maybe Bhayanaka or Raudra. Bhivatsa, yes. Bhivatsa. So all these things are there. So now from the parenting example, what is Gambhirya, right? So father has to be like a gentleman, and he should not be very lenient. He should not be
bad cop.
Easy
Bad
giving.
cop and even can we say when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, he was Gambhirya. Like it's very serious matter he's discussing.
Yeah, he's disciplining Arjuna, right? He was chastising Arjuna, and he was disciplining him.
Shishupala word is also could also be Gambhirya. He waited for 99.
Yes, that is also an example of Gambhirya. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Even
Bhishma kuda.
No, no, no.
That one
Bhishma, Veera Rasa. Veera Rasa. Chivalry. Okay. Okay. Now after Gambhirya, Vatsalya. Vatsalya we discussed in length. Okay. How Krishna performed in various roles to show his Vatsalyata. Vatsalyata means affection. He's so affectionate towards his devotees, and he's ready to show his Vatsalyata in various roles. So the best method of remembering Krishna, or the best method of practicing remembrance of Krishna all the time, is by bathing in the 7 oceans. When we hear about Krishna's Audarya, when we hear about Krishna's Madhurya, Saushilya, Saundarya, Karunya, how he was compassionate, how he was Bhakta Vatsala to his devotees. When you hear about all these different things, the whole spectrum of Krishna, then we can remember Krishna all the time. Okay? Because we need everything, right? If you only hear about Krishna's beauty, how many shlokas are there to remember to glorify Krishna's beauty? And out of those, how many we know? Out of those, how many can we sing? Out of those, how many can we remember? Very few. No? Even if you remember, even if you memorize, how many of those we are connected to? So then you have to go to a different category. Okay, how Krishna exhibited his Bhakta Vatsalyata, you have to go to that section. Okay, just like in life, we need everything, right? We need comedy, we need some emotions, we need some fighting when you're watching a movie. We need all these things, right? Some romance, everything. We need all these things when we are watching a movie. Navarasa. So like that, when we bathe in the ocean of these Sapta Samudra of Krishna's various qualities, then we can practice remembrance of Krishna. Okay. Now, with that, maybe we can discuss Damodarastakam. Yeah. So, because this is the goal of our. This is the goal of what we are doing, right? So, as sadhakas, we are practicing bhakti. Our goal is to remember Krishna. Smarana. This is the only thing. This is the only faculty. We discussed this several times in the past also. The only faculty that stays with us until the time of death, or even after death also, is smarana, the remembrance. Okay, so that's why we need to create more and more impressions of Krishna smarana by hearing katha of various categories. Okay. Okay, let's start discussing Damodarastakam shlokas. We'll see how many shlokas we can complete. If not next week, we'll definitely complete. Before that, you want to add anything, Prabhu, about Kartik month or?
I was thinking, yeah. I mean, we can. There are 3 things that we can, discuss in the Kartik month. One is the Damodara Lila itself.
Yeah.
We can discuss in detail. Like I shared the link of one playlist that you can go. They are like 7 classes, half an hour each almost, but they are like out of the world. Then the other is going into the details of Damodarastakam itself, which we went last year also. We discussed in great detail, but it's always fresh. Third is the glories of Kartik month itself, like when we take up any vratas in this Kartik month, what benefits? How we can even go into that kind of detail also.
Yeah. So you want to talk about some of the vratas?
I don't remember, but like for example, just like I think Friday we went to Kunal Prabhu's.
Now when we say vrata, it's not like the ladies sitting and doing kunkumarchana, or they getting lot of ingredients and doing some puja. It's not that kind of vrata. Vrata means austerity.
Some austerity
Okay.
we take.
Yeah.
So like there is immense benefit that we get for when we take up any vrata in Kartik month. The few of the examples are like, let's say we offer ghee lamps, right? So we show diya with jia to Krishna. Then he also shows diya. Like what does that mean? Is he shows the not daya. Light is knowledge basically. So he gives us knowledge, right? And also it is said that if you offer diya, then like how many generations of your ancestors, if they are like for some reason they are stuck in any lower planetary system or anything, they all get released from that. So like we are here in USA, not able to do much for our parents or grandparents, right? If you offer diya, then that is one way to do something for them also, like for your entire like 21 generations. Then another, for example, another one of the glory of Kartik month is that if we, let's say, take a vrata of reading every day Bhagavatam for some time.
Yeah.
So even reading half a shloka every day is like doing Ashwamedha Yagya. Now Ashwamedha Yagya, imagine it was not an easy feast feat to do. And just by reading Bhagavatam half shloka a day for 30 days, that's the benefit that you are getting. So we should take all the advantage. And there are so many. Like this is just I
Some
could remember,
examples.
few examples. And you get the benefit of reading all 18 Puranas by just reading Bhagavatam in this month.
Yeah.
So we should take advantages of
Bhagavad Gita also.
Bhagavad
Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. It is mentioned Gita Shastra Vinodena Kartikam yo nayen naraha natasya punaravrittir maya drishta kalipriya. It says Gita Shastra Vinodena. Vinodena means by hearing. Okay. The word Vinodam, which means entertainment, comes from hearing actually. Because in the olden days, there's no means of watching something and then getting entertainment. It was only through hearing. The hearing Harikatha, or in our childhood, we only had radio, right? And every Sunday, 1 hour, there used to be Bala Vinodam, 1 hour drama. Some lady narrates the drama, and people get attracted to that. They whole week they wait for that 1 hour drama. 1 hour drama, not in the TV, in the radio, only hearing. Vinodena, Gita Shastra Vinodena. Vinodena means by hearing. By hearing Gita Shastra. What time? Kartikam. In Kartika month. Gita Shastra Vinodena Kartikam yo nayen naraha. Naraha means human being. Okay. That person who hears Bhagavad Gita in this Kartika month, natasya punaravrittir. For him, there's no birth and death. For him, there's no birth and death. So you can read, we are all just beginning this journey, right? So you haven't started, some of you are attending Friday Bhagavatam, classes. But for those of you who don't read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita also.
Yeah.
Because this shloka, bona fides, in Hari Bhakti Vilasa, Sanatan Goswami tells this about Bhagavad Gita. The glory of, or the benefit of reading and hearing Bhagavad Gita in Kartika month. Gita Shastra Vinodena Kartikam yo nayen naraha natasya punaravrittir maya drishta kalipriya. Okay.
Yeah. Similarly, one more, I think, vrata, if you take, it's like donating 1,000 cows. Now, how many of us can really donate 1,000 cows? But by
First of all, we don't even have one cow.
one cow. So just by performing some vrata, you get the benefit of like donating thousands of cows.
Yeah. And also doing pradakshina in the temple,
Yeah.
circumambulating around the deities.
Yeah, you get the benefit of, visiting all the dhams or like in the entire universe. Like if you just go around the temple.
Yeah. And if you're not able to go to the temple every day during these 30 days, you can stand in front of your deities at home and you can circumambulate 3 times. Or
Atma Pradakshina.
no, Atma Pradakshina is You are circumambulating to yourself. You stand in front of deities. That is one way of doing pradakshina to the deities. Another practical way of doing pradakshina around the deities is go around the house. Go around the house. Yeah, where the deities are inside the house, you go for a walk around the house. 3 times. Okay, at least 3 times.
Yeah, early morning bath, you get benefit of bathing in all the holy rivers, like something like
Yeah.
that's also there, right?
Early morning bath with
Brahma
cold
Muhurat,
water.
yeah.
With cold water. In Brahma Muhurta.
In Brahma
Early
Muhurat.
morning.
I remember in my childhood, Swamis, like people,
Ayyappa Swamis. Yes, Ayyappa. Yes.
They, in particularly in Kartika month, they used to wake up at 4.
Yeah.
And our house is just opposite to a river. So they used to go and bath and then like do their diksha.
Yeah, cold water.
Cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mom used to do it. At the time of till the time of her marriage, she used to wake up early during Kartik and take cold water.
Oh. What happened after marriage?
She realized there's no use.
We convinced her not to do it because she used to get sick.
Oh.
It's a cold month there, so she always gets sick, and then we convinced her not to do it.
And
Okay.
actually, I have felt like in the morning the river water is warmer actually.
It is true. Yeah.
It is true, yeah.
When we have been to Yamuna and Ganga, the earlier you go,
Yes.
it's better.
It is,
Later you go, it's
Because outside is cold, so you feel warm inside.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Maybe the first dip is the hardest, but after that your body adjusts to that temperature and you feel warmer inside the water and
Yeah.
colder outside.
Okay. So
One question.
yes.
Like now, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, like, but there is a variation in the time now, Prabhuji. Like South Indians have a different time, but they doesn't have a knowledge about the timings of what we can understand.
About
Like,
Kartika month.
Yeah, because now we are saying they have a huge.
You cover both.
That's what.
Yeah, you cover both. You cover this and that 45 days.
45 days.
Yeah, 45 days.
Significance will be the remain the same, Prabhuji. The time and the will not vary. It's like the significance remains the same. I'm saying.
Significance.
For chanting or like reading.
But then we get the
she
same
is
benefit.
saying after 30 days.
Yeah,
you will
I mean,
get
you
the
know,
same benefit.
the first 30 days are more significant. So this Gaudiya Kartika month or Damodara month is more significant than the traditional Kartika month.
For
Until Kartika Purnami? First 30 days
Yes.
means until Kartika.
Yes, until Kartika.
It's November
Yeah.
15th.
Why South Indians always
So,
praying
Prabhuji,
Lord
this
Shiva?
traditional and Gaudiya, these people has created this traditional, or how can we can understand this? Like why this has came up? Like Gaudiya, okay, this is like a sampradaya is coming up.
Yeah.
But why this traditional? Who would have created this traditional kind of time?
Like this Damodara month and all.
Yeah, Damodara is like the Gaudiya you have told me, but about traditional you said.
Oh, the traditional Kartika.
Yeah, who would have created that?
I don't know.
like
Yeah.
there is like a.
Yeah.
And why Prabhuji Kartik? Because we have to read like all Sri Masa, which is very great for Krishna.
Yeah.
At that time also. So why he would have picked Shri is a very great month for Krishna.
Why Acharyas have recommended this month as the most significant one? Yeah, we discussed, right? This is the month, or during this Leela, Damodara Leela, Krishna let the devotees bind him. Bhakti Baddham. That never happened before. That's why it is so significant.
I think that difference between that North India and South India is not just that because North India, South India. I think it's because the way the people follow calendar, like
Lunar.
traditionally, Chandramana, and then solar.
Lunar, solar.
So
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Lunar
We
calendar
see
versus solar
every,
calendar.
all the Telugu, and in the Telugu calendar we see from Amavasya to Paurnami, I think the month starts from Amavasya, but in like North India, Amavasya
Amavasya to
in our,
Amavasya.
calendar, and in South India,
Because we
in
follow
North
the
India, I
lunar
think
calendar.
Paurnami to
Both are
Paurnami, so
lunar
that's
only,
the
but-
difference.
Yeah. But, instead of getting confused by
yeah,
so many
instead of-
things,
yeah.
just follow these 30 days. October 15th to October 16th to November 15th.
In fact, some
That's all.
people say that Kartik Vrata actually begins even few days before. It begins right from Ekadashi itself.
Yeah, some people start from Ekadashi
Ekadashi
itself.
itself. So
The Ekadashi before October 15th.
yeah. So then also you can start. So the more you do, the better it is, basically.
Yeah.
When you said Vrata Prabhuji, I think yesterday my mom was saying this Atla Taddi, Telugu.
Yesterday,
Oh, that happens during this month?
Yeah, there are a lot of Vratas that people take during Kartik.
Yeah, for
Even
husbands, right?
women.
Where is Prashant? Yeah, Atla Tadde is for husbands, right?
Yeah, they can perform by young and married.
Yeah, Atla Tadde is a South Indian version of Karwa Chauth.
Yeah, it's for young as well as married women. Both can do it.
Yeah.
But on that day, they
dosa.
They make
Dosas.
dosa and give us donation.
So it's Dosa Vrata, Prabhu. Dosa Vrata. North Indian.
But those who perform eat early morning before sunrise and should not eat the whole day
Yeah.
and only eat after sunset.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's come back to this topic, Damodarastakam. How many verses are there? 8. So who wrote Damodarastakam? Huh? Pilomangal Thakur? That is Saurashtra. No. Bhakti Vedanta. Prabhupada. No, it is not Satyavatam Runi.
It came in his.
It came from his meditation, but he did not write. Vedavas. Chusara? So Vyasadev wrote it. Just like Saurashtakam written by Bilomangal Thakur, Damodarastakam was written by Vyasadev. So he.
But it was sung by Satya.
It was not sung. Yeah, I mean, it was sung and it was
manifested.
It was manifested in Satyavata Muni's mind and heart.
But then he sung. That's how.
Yeah. These are all his prayers. These are the prayers of Satyavrata Muni, but it was written. It was written by Vyasadev. Yeah.
So the copyright goes to Vyasadev.
Vyasadev.
Yeah. And the publisher is Satyavrata Muni.
Copyright, yes, you are right. Because he copied from Satyavata Muni and he has written. So copyright. Oh, Hari Bol.
We take from that. Oh. Should I come tomorrow? Yeah.
Okay. So there are 8 shlokas and then. So what happened in these 8 shlokas? Does anyone remember? చెప్పిన స్టోరీ అంతా లేదు ఇంట్లో కొంచెమే ఉంది. నేను చెప్పిన స్టోరీ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతంలో 10th cantoలో 9th చాప్టర్లో ఉంటాయి. సో దీంట్లో బ్రీఫ్గా ఉంటుంది. So let us see what is there in these 8 shlokas at a high level.
It describes like how Krishna was feeling, and it describes how the rope is. It describes how Yashoda was feeling when.
So how many shlokas?
8 shlokas. In 2 shlokas he describes.
No. 8 shlokas do not contain the details of this Leela.
First 2 shlokas.
Only second
shlokas describe the feeling.
First 2 shlokas. First 2 shlokas contain the Leela. Satyavrata Muni, first 2 shlokas he describes the Leela, the Damodara story that I described. In short, he describes in the first 2 shlokas.
And then I think in third he describes the pastimes in Braj, Krishna's pastimes with the Gopas, and I think that was the third one.
No, he describes
all our prayers.
He also describes the beauty of
prayers.
He also describes the beauty of Krishna, like how red his cheeks become, and Trireka, like how 3 lines.
That is there. That's there. The second shloka only.
That's second Prabhu.
That's there in the second shloka.
When he
Right?
prays and says he doesn't even want moksha, right? He doesn't even want moksha. He always wants the Bal Gopal roop in his heart.
That is the fourth one.
Fourth one.
Varam Devana Moksham. Yeah. So, third one. Third shloka. What happens in third shloka?
So it describes how beautiful that holy
Bhaktair Jitatvam. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Third shloka, Satyavrata Muni glorifies this Bhaktair Jitatvam quality of Krishna. Okay? How Krishna gets conquered by the love of Rajavasis, especially. Swagosham Nimajjantam. Swagosham means his own family. Now, who are his family? Rajavasis. Swagosham Nimajjantam Akhyapayantam Tadi Yeshitagneshu Bhaktair Jitatvam. Okay? Next. So, after glorifying Bhaktair Jitatvam quality of Krishna, then
He doesn't want the most liberation.
First, idam te mukham bhojam.
Yeah. We are requesting or pleading to Krishna.
he puts an application.
Yeah.
Okay? That is the first time he submits his resume. Okay? ఫస్ట్ ఏం చెప్తాడంటే సత్యవర్త ముని అందరు ఆచార్యులు ఏమంటారంటే కృష్ణుడా నువ్వు ఇంతటోడివి అంతటోడివి నీ అంతటోడు లేడు, నీకన్నా గొప్పవాడు లేడు అని చెప్పి అప్పుడు అడుగుతారు, ఏం కావాలో అడుగుతారు. అండ్ హీఈస్ ఆల్సో డూయింగ్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్. హీ సేయింగ్ కృష్ణ, దేర్ ఇస్ నో వన్ ఈక్వల్ టు యూ, దేర్ ఇస్ నో వన్ అబౌవ్ యూ, దేర్ ఇస్ నో వన్ ప్యారలల్ టు యూ, దేర్ ఇస్ నో వన్ యాజ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ యాజ్ యూ, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ దిస్.
He starts putting his request.
So the first time he submitted his resume is in shloka number 4. And what did he write in his resume? What type of job he wants?
Just to see his Bal.
He wants to see
His Bal.
the Bala Gopala form
Through his heart forever.
in his heart.
Or forever.
In his heart forever. Okay? Okay. And then
How cute his face is.
and then next shloka. And then furthermore glorification. Okay? Immediately after giving resume, if you ask more things, then it will not work. You have to glorify again. Okay? ఓ కృష్ణ, నువ్వు ఇది చేసావు, అది చేసావు, నువ్వు చాలా మంచివాడివి, కరుణామయుడివి. సో ఫిఫ్త్ శ్లోక, మోర్ గ్లోరిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణాస్ బ్యూటీ. దెన్ సిక్స్త్ శ్లోక,
Then he's putting forward what he wants.
then he is applying for a higher position. In third shloka, he applied for entry level job. Okay, SDET. Next shloka number 6, he is applying for senior director, or maybe CEO actually. No, not CEO, vice president or president, vice president, let's say. So what is that position? What does he get in that position? Or what does he want in that position? No.
He wants to see Krishna.
He wants to see Krishna in person, face to face. Sakshatkar. Okay. Next.
Then he describes the Kubera, trees falling and
Yeah. Next, he gets some references. Okay. He says that, oh, you gave job to that person, even though they are not qualified, even though they did not learn Python, you gave job to them, and they are writing code in Python now, using ChatGPT. So Satyavata Muni took examples of Nalakuvera and Manigriva, who were not even qualified, but they got liberated. And Satyavata Muni is saying that since you gave liberation to them, why can't you give this boon to me? Why can't you give a position in spiritual world to me? And why can't you give your darshan to me? Give me that. Next.
Next is
Reference from
ultimate
Radharani.
reference
Brahmastra. Now Brahmastra.
So you might say, or Nalkuvera and Manigriva, they also got reference from Narad Muni, but now is mine
Yeah.
higher reference.
Yeah. If Krishna says, oh no, I gave liberation to Nalakuvera and Manigriva because they came with recommendation. recommendation of Narada Muni. Then Satya Muni is saying, okay, I will also come with a recommendation, the highest recommendation that anybody can get from Radhika, from Radharani. Okay, so this is the flow. Okay, is this clear? Just remember, you're applying for a job. you have to glorify that person, and then put a request, and then glorify more, and then apply for a higher level job. All these things, and if nothing works out, get a recommendation. Okay. Okay. Let's recite first shloka, and we'll discuss that. नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
यशोधाभियोलुकालाड्डवमानम् परं हृष्ट्वमत्यन्तातो धृत्यगोप्या
यशोदाभियोलुकालाड्डवमानम् परं हृष्ट्वमत्यन्तातो धृत्यगोप्या.
Okay, so now what is happening in this shloka? Satyavata Muni is describing the Leela. Okay, but he's beginning this Leela, the description of the Leela, by saying Namami. Namami means I offer my obeisances. Aham Namami. I offer my obeisances. Namami. I offer my obeisances to who? Ishvara. Ishvara is the controller, the supreme controller. Krishna. Krishna is the supreme controller. Brahma also says this in Brahma Samhita prayers that we recited yesterday at Shweta's home. You all got those printouts, right? If you don't remember what we recited, the printouts. The first shloka in those printouts is Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Whenever we hear this word Ishvara, we always think of Lord Shiva only. Parameshvara, Ishvara, we think of Shiva. But the supreme controller, the ultimate controller is Krishna. Okay, Ishvara. Namami Ishvara. And another quality of Krishna is Satchidananda Rupam. He has a beautiful Satchidananda Rupam. Okay, Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternity, or Sat also means living. Okay, living, life, living, eternity. In the context of Satchidananda for Krishna, Sat also means substantiality. Okay, see now the things, the adjectives like living or eternality, when they are applied, when those adjectives are applied to us, the common jivas, now we know what it is. Okay, living means yes, we are living. Eternity means okay, the spirit soul is eternal. But the same Sat, the same adjective Sat, when it is applied to Krishna, it is much more substantial. Okay, so it also means substantiality. Sat means substantiality. Chit means knowledgeable. Okay, knowledge or knowledgeable. Krishna is full of knowledge. Krishna knows past, present, future. Krishna knows about all the living entities. As Paramatma, he knows about everybody. Chit and Ananda, blissful. So these are the three constituents of Krishna's body. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. Next, Lasat Kundalam. The word Lasat means shining, or it can also means dangling. Now, what is shining and what is dangling? Kundalam, the earrings. And Gokule Brajamanam. Gokule, the word Gokule is denoting the place where this Leela happened. The Damodara Leela happened in Gokula, Gokul 1. Brajamanam means this Leela is performed in the association of the Brajavasis, especially Mother Yashoda, his cowherd friends, who he distributed butter to, and the monkeys, they also got butter from Krishna, and all the other entities, Brajamanam. Now this word Lasat Kundalam, so Kundalam, the earrings, is very, very important. Whenever we see Krishna's description of his beauty, it always contains description of his earrings. Now why? Why is that so? What is the significance of earrings? In general, what is the significance of earrings? Why they are so important?
They increase the beauty.
Huh?
They enhance the beauty.
They enhance the beauty. Yes, very good. Now imagine somebody who is decorated very nicely, nice clothing, nice saree, all the other ornaments are there. Diamond necklace is there, precious stone bangles are there. Now Sri Lakshmi is looking at Venkatesh. When am I getting all this? I'm Sri Lakshmi, and when I'm getting Lakshmi. So now imagine a lady, beautifully dressed with all these ornaments, but without earrings. Will she be beautiful? No. You have earrings? some form of earrings. Yes. That's why even men and young boys these days, they are getting earrings. The ear piercing has another significance. It improves the memory actually. A person becomes very sharp.
And absorbs the heat.
Absorbs the heat also?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in general, earrings have a special position in the overall makeup or beauty of a person is concerned. Earrings have, that's why all the kings, they used to wear earrings. Okay. They used to dress up in royal attire, and then they used to wear earrings.
Karna's Kavach and
Huh?
Kundala very famous.
Karna.
Karna's Kavach and Kundala very famous.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Krishna's, the description of Krishna's beauty also contains this word Kundala in many shlokas. For example, Damodarastakam, Lasat Kundala, right? Now, what are the other shlokas? Can you think of any other shlokas? South Indians, North Indians? Devana Hari Prabhu.
Prabhu, I am a West Indian.
West Indian. Yes, West Indian, East Indian, Middle Indian. Huh? What is that?
In this bhajan also,
Yeah.
Shri Radhe Brajan Mani
Makarakrit
Radha Krupa Kataksha?
No. It's
Another one. Shri Radhe Sham Sham Sham.
We are singing this line.
Mora Mukutta Makarakrit Kundal.
Oh, Jaya Radha Madana.
Yeah.
Jaya Radha Madhava Madana Murari.
No.
Radhe Sham Sham.
Radhe Sham Sham.
That one?
Radhe Brajajana Mana Sukhkari.
Oh yeah. Sundara Kundala.
Makarakrit Kundal. Fish shaped.
Fish shaped.
Makarakrit Kundal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bhajan written by, I think, Narayan Swami.
Sundara Kundala Nayana Vishala Gale Sohe Vajanti Mala Yachavi Balihari Ki Radhe Sham Sham
That is
Sham.
another one. This is another one.
Oh, this is another one. Jaya Radha Madana Murari Radhe Sham Sham Sham. Now our Brajavasi Devana Hari Prabhu will explain the meaning of Yachavi Balihari Ki.
So Balihari means basically I am giving my life or everything, whatever I have, right? So
Yeah.
Yacha means giving it to you, Krishna.
Yachavi means I am giving. Yachavi Balihari Ki Radhe Sham Sham Sham. Yeah. So that first line, Sundara Kundala Naina Vishala. Kundala. Sundara Kundala. Beautiful earrings. Huh?
Even the Aarti, Kunja Bihari Aarti has it. Aarti Kunja Bihari ki. She gives the Krishna Murari ki. Gale mein Vaijanti Mala. Bajave
Murli Madhura
Mala. Shravan mein Kundal Jhalkala.
Kundal.
Nandale Anand Nandalala.
Yeah.
She gives her Krishna.
Okay, come on. North Indians are, you are beating. North Indians are beating South Indians. South Indians, you have to come up with something. ఎందుకుండవు Krishna Vishnu's beauty cannot be done without describing his earrings. Madhurashtakam, no, there is no mention of earrings.
There is, I'm recently hearing from you, there's Sri Krishna Suprabhatam.
Suprabhatam, I don't know. I haven't read the entire Suprabhatam. I only know few slokas. But the most famous, Vishnu Sahasranamam.
Yeah.
Sashanka Chakram Sakirita Kundalam Sapita Vastram Sarasiru Hekshanam Sahara Vakshastala Shobikostubam Namami Vishnum Shirasa Chaturbhujam Chayayam Parijatasya Hema Simhasanopari Asinamam Budashyama Maya Takshamalankrütam Chandrananam Chaturbahum Srivatsankita Vakshasam Rukmini Satyabhamabhyam Sahitam Krishnamashraye Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The very first line. Sashanka Chakram Sakirita Kundalam. So
Vishnu Nama is your favorite.
yes.
If you ask South Indian, just say Vishnu Sahasranama.
Vishnu Sahasranama.
Find everything.
You'll find everything.
It's all in common.
You'll find all names, all beauty, everything.
హనుమాన్ చాలీస కానన్న కుండల కొంచెం తగ్గేసి అది వేరే
Oh, in Hanuman Chalisa? Okay. Yeah. There is so recently in Amrendra Prabhu's Sanskrit class, Nitin was also, I don't know, Nitin was there in that class or not. He stopped in between, right? So Kunjavihari Ashtakam. In Kunjavihari Ashtakam also, there is another shloka that has this kundala. It's not the exact word kundala, but different word of Sanskrit, which means kundala. Indra Neela Mani Manjula Varna Pullani Pakusumanchita Karna Krishna Labhira Krushorasihari Sundaro Jayati Kunja Bihari. So second line, first line Indranila Mani Manjula Varna. Second line Pullanipa Kusumanchita Karna. Kusumanchita Karna. That means he is wearing beautiful earrings on his ears. Karna. Okay. There are several shlokas from Bhagavatam that glorify Krishna's beauty and that have this word. I mean, almost every shloka which glorifies Krishna's beauty has this word kundala in some form or the other. Okay. The another famous shloka from Bhagavatam, Yasyananam Makara Kundala Charu Varna. Yasyananam Makara Kundala Charu Varna. Brajat Kapola Shubhagam. Brajat Kapola Shubhagam. I forgot the last one. Brajat Kapola Shubhagam. Something. Okay. The first line, Yasyananam Makara Kundala. Now, what is this significance of Makara Kundala? Makara actually means shark. It's not exactly shark.
Crocodile.
It is a mixture of shark, crocodile, and elephant. The elephant, what do you call that? Trunk. Elephant trunk, crocodile's mouth, and then shark, heavy like shark. it's some illustrious or some hypothetical imaginary creature which may not exist in real. It's Makara, but there is a significance of Makara Kundala. What is the English name for Makara in zodiac signs? Capricorn. Is anyone Capricorn here?
Me.
Oh wow. Okay, 2, huh? You both. So Makara Makara represents achievement. Makara people, Capricorn people, they are capable of achieving things. They are go-getters, achievers.
I didn't achieve anything.
I'm saying in general. I'm not saying you both.
You are trying to achieve.
We are exceptional ones.
So now Krishna.
Achieve the person who will achieve things.
They're just being humble for me.
Now, what is that Krishna has not achieved? That's why, to represent the symbol of his achievement in every field, in every activity, he wears Makara Kundala. Okay, that's the significance of his Makara Kundala. Yasyananam Makara Kundala Charu Varna. Anyway, there are many shlokas that talk about Kundala. Now, the last line of the Damodarastakam shloka, Param Yasho. Oh, we didn't discuss third line, right? Yashoda Biya Lukalad Davamanam. Yashoda Biya means become fearful of Mother Yashoda. Ulukala Davamanam. Ulukala means the grinding mortar. Davamana means he jumps down from the grinding mortar and he runs away. Davamanam. అందుకే ఫైర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమంటారు? దావానలం లాగా వ్యాపించింది అంటారు కదా, అంటే అంత ఫాస్ట్ గా. సో కృష్ణ ran swiftly. He ran so fast like fire. Yashoda Biya Lukala Davamanam. And then Mother Yashoda also ran behind him as swiftly as Krishna ran. And Param Rishtam means he caught him from the back. Rishtam means back. Param Rishtam means the supreme back. Okay. Atyanta means very fast. She ran very fast, very swiftly. No. Atyanta means very. Drutya means fast or swiftly. Who ran very swiftly? Gopya. Gopya refers to Mother Yashoda here. Mother Yashoda ran very swiftly and caught Krishna from the back. So Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Rajamanam Yashoda Biyo Lukalad Davamanam Param Rishtam Atyanta Todrutya Gopya. So it's 2:00. We have to sing Damodarastakam, and then everybody has to offer ghee lamp, and then there are many other things to do. So we'll stop here because we discussed all the katha and everything. So next week we'll just quickly focus on the 7 shlokas and discuss the meaning. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Damodarastakam ki jai. Kartika Deepotsavam ki jai.
नहीं इसके ये आपका डब्बा है क्या?